Well, I'm dressed as Princess Leia's stunt double, and she's dressed as Wonder Woman.
Any particular reason for a selection of those costumes for this year?
Well, to be perfectly honest, the last convention that we went to, she was Princess Leia.
Okay. And you were Wonder Woman.
Who was I?
You were Toy Story.
Oh yeah.
Okay. When you come to an event like this, what are the expectations you have for the reactions you're going to get from people?
Well, you know, we like to have a little fun, show a little humor, show a little leg, I guess, too.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
We get no shame, so just have a little fun. Why not?
Okay. And have you been to the Comic-Con before in the past then? Multiple times?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
we come all the time.
Okay. When you came dressed like this, did you dress when you got here on the property, or did you ride the Metro bus in town like this?
We drove.
You drove?
Yeah,
Okay.
we drove here. Yeah, I came in costume, but I had his costume in my bag, so he didn't get dressed until we got here.
Okay, cool. So you're here at Comic-Con dressed as Captain America. Is this the first time you've been to Comic-Con?
First time. Yes,
First time. Why did you choose Captain America as your outfit?
He's always. I'm a patriot. I love my country, and he was the most patriotic by far. So, and I like the vintage stuff too. So the old Captain America stuff really stood out to me. And
Now, how much of this did you put together yourself, or how much of it was like store-bought?
most of it was store-bought, different companies. Some I already had. Some of it was made. Like the shield was. I think it was handmade.
And what kind of reaction were you expecting to get, and what kind of reaction are you getting here at C2E2?
Well, I wasn't expecting to feel like a celebrity. Yeah, it's great. It's a lot better than what I was expecting, so really good here. And I love Chicago. It's a beautiful city. This is my first time in a big city, so.
Where are you from?
Mississippi.
Okay.
So we're the team that brings the character to life. We if you see him like running around in the game, doing attack moves, he's like standing and breathing. Each one of those are different animations that are being played with the game engine. After it goes to animation, it goes to particle and VFX. So let's say we have an awesome attack animation that shoots out like a projectile, and there's like an explosion and a spark. The VFX artist actually creates that explosion and spark. So after particles and VFX, it goes to sound effects. So let's say I have an animation where he like falls on the ground and hits his head on the ground. There's like a big thud. You hear the audio there. A sound guy actually creates that. Very important part of it, because audio is something that you can't see it. You know, it sort of goes into your brain, and it really helps convey the information and also supports the particles. Let's say there's an explosion, got the sound explosion happening there. So afterwards, it goes to the splash artist, creates the splash screen. Right here is the splash screen for the main pool party event. It's very important. Like that one image is the important image, because that's the first time you see it in the splash art. You see a cool little piece of art, and you're like, I'm interested in that. So in the concept phase, one of the biggest challenges was turning something that's serious. So this is Graves' base, like a serious gunner, like he's a cowboy, right? We wanted to put him in something very, very silly, and while still maintaining the badassness, if you will, on that. So that's always a challenge when we're creating skins that are inherently sort of funny. Putting them onto serious characters is, how do you make it where it's just not a complete joke? You know, you want it to be funny, but you don't want it to be too funny.
This is about it. I've been to other conventions.
Okay.
A lot of people wandering around in creative costumes.
What about the reactions you get for your costume?
Oh, I'm having a lot of fun scaring small children, and I'm having a lot of fun.
I guess to have a good time and add to the community, make it a better experience for them as it is for me.
And how about the interactive element where people want to actually be pictured with you?
Not a problem. You know what I mean? That's what we're here for.
Okay.
If you come dressed up and don't want that, you're in the wrong place.
Got it. Okay. Have you been to a lot of Comic-Cons
No.
before in the past? Your first time?
First time dressed up.
Oh, okay. What inspired you to dress up for the first time this time?
My little sister wanted to go, and a friend of mine were all going up. So we're like, hey, let's all get dressed up and check it out.
Great. Is this the first time coming to Comic-Con dressed?
No, second year.
Okay. Was it the same costume you had before?
No.
Okay.
No.
So what inspired you to do what you're doing this year?
Well, I wanted just to be creative, maybe come that as someone or something that maybe no one else would be, so it kind of inspired this.
Okay. Your portable bicycle.
Yeah.
And for you?
I just love Loki, so
Okay.
I had to come as a Lady Loki.
Okay. And what kind of expectation do you have from walking the show dressed like you are today?
Kind of like last year. I mean, it's the same thing. People come around, ask you for pictures, you ask them. It's the whole experience of seeing everybody's creativity come alive.
It's like mutual appreciation of everybody else's costumes.
Yeah, and it's a little more creative than Halloween because everybody makes it and really thinks about it, takes the time out.
How much did you guys come dressed like this in your car transport, or did you dress here on property?
Car.
We came in a car like this.
So people would we would look like this on the way here.
Yeah.
Hey, it's Monty again here at C2E2 Chicago. How you doing, Naperville? I'm chatting with Brian Level, superstar artist. Well, soon to be, anyways. Also amazing tattoo artist and comic book artist. And yeah, how's the con going for you so far, sir?
It's way better than I expected it to be. It's been like, everybody's been really, really warm, and I've had people coming up and finding me. I don't know how they found out my name, but I'm glad they do. So it's been great.
Cool. Do you find that people know you already, or are they finding out about you for the first time, or is it kind of a mixed bag?
I think that people have known about me already, and I'm going to blame Twitter for that, because I make lots of terrible jokes on Twitter, but I think that's how people find out about me, I think.
How can someone find you on Twitter?
It's at Brian_level, but just look for terrible jokes.
Where else are you available on the interwebs?
I have a website. It's brianlevel@wordpress.com, and I have a Facebook page as well as the Twitter. So.
Very cool. So you're not from Chicagoland, are you?
No, I'm from, well, technically Northern Kentucky, but I say Cincinnati to make it easy. But if I want to walk around the hotel with no shoes on, then I say Kentucky. So.
Very nice. So you're skilled. How many years has it been you've been coming to C2E2 here?
This is only my second year, and it's been decidedly improved this year for me. So hopefully, if that will extrapolate, it'll be even better next year.
So I understand that you have a connection with Chicagoland. Is there a certain person you're working with that lives in this area?
Oh yeah, Nick Jajic is my boy. Like Nikola Jajic, or depending on if you want to say it all Serbian, is Jajik, but he's great. He writes a couple books for Alterna. He did the Big Bad Book when I was doing that Huck Finn in Wonderland. It's amazing. And he's also writing a TV show pilot that's coming out really soon. I believe it's called Lifelines.
What?
Dude, I read the script. It's hilarious. So. But Nick's my boy. So.
Wow, probably the star and director of that show is probably really awesome and sexy. I don't know.
I think that's 100% true, and I'm willing to talk more about Lifelines than myself at this point.
But seriously though, you and Nick have collaborated on a few different books, right? Different stories.
Yeah. We're doing a book called The Tattooer that's really slow going because it's kind of like I'm working for free, so like I still work on it. Like issue 1's out, issue 2's coming. But he's just killing it, man. I brought him in, I have a story and idea, and he just made it. It's not crappy. So he's great to work with. So.
Awesome. And what other books are you working on currently?
Currently I'm doing Lazarus from Image Comics. I'm an art assistant on that. I can't take a lot of credit for the genius of it. It's all Michael Lark and Greg Rucka and Santi Arcas, but I go in there and assist and help keep it on time and stuff. And the Brothers James is kind of like what I'm doing with Ryan Ferrier there. He's writing it, I'm drawing it, and it's a lot of fun. It's like Dukes of Hazzard with a lot of Tarantino, grindhouse violence-y sort of stuff. So lots of rock and classic rock music vibe. It's great. So.
Very cool, very cool. And any special projects in the future that you have working that you can talk about?
I cannot talk about one that's coming out really soon. Well, I heard the editor talking about it at the bar, but he hasn't given me free rein to talk about it. So I've got a short story coming out that should be pretty cool. And I was also In the Dark anthology, horror anthology, just got released at C2E2, so people can be looking for that in previews and stuff. So.
Cool. What's the work that you've done that you're probably most passionate about?
I love doing crime comics, so pretty much anything that's like crime oriented, like the Brothers James, and I did this, like the project that I'm currently working on that I can't talk about, I'm really excited about. But I love doing superheroes and stuff too, but I love doing crime and quiet, murderous, horrible stuff. So.
Awesome, awesome. And anything special about C2E2 that kind of puts it apart from other conventions?
Well, outside of the fact that it's close, it's really big. And like, there's a lot of stuff going on. I feel like they're still catering to us as comic creators. It's not just a big blown out pop culture fest, but it's like they care about comics too. So I really like that.
Awesome. And I don't know, is there anything that you geek out about when you get here? Do you ever get a chance to roam the aisles and stuff?
Anytime I see RoboCop, I lose it. Like RoboCop's the best movie ever made. So like, anytime I see RoboCop, I lose it. And I'm totally still a fan. It's like I walk around, like there's Lee Weeks and Phil Hester and all these awesome guys that I totally get all giddy to see their stuff and watch them draw, and God, it's great. Chris Charlton, my table mate here from Cincinnati, is a local guy. He's fantastic. He's got a great...
Hello, I've been hiding here the whole time.
He's got a great crime book called Black of Heart. And then Ryan Ferrier, if you don't know Ryan Ferrier, then you might be under a rock. He's doing Dave from Monkey Brain. It's incredible. So those dudes are in my local stuff. And tattooing here. I mean, Mario Desa in Chicago, get tattooed by that guy.
Oh, all right.